Life is simply just a game about money. People love to say, oh no, the purpose of life is to help other people, whatever thing they want to say. Look, here's the thing. If your purpose in life is to help other people, let's just say you want to help the homeless. By the way, a very noble cause, by the way. You want to help the homeless? I totally can get behind that. Makes sense. So you want to help the homeless. Your purpose in life is to help, let's just say that's, because I don't even believe in the concept of purpose, but let's just say you feel like that's your purpose. Okay, so you want to help the homeless people, but you need money to do that. Well, I can volunteer at the soup kitchen. Okay, that's not the same. If you have a lot of money, you can build houses no one seems to get this. Nobody gets this. I try and tell people about this. If you just had a fortune, you can do whatever you want. Like there's people who, I think Donald Trump's son, I saw something where he apparently donated he apparently built some homes for the homeless or something. I don't really follow this stuff, but I saw something posted on Facebook or something. Like when you have a lot of money, you can do so much more. Like I've always had this, desire to go to the country of Nauru and regreen their entire country and build up their infrastructure. And I've always had these other things, I want to help regreen the Sahara Desert. Just all these interesting things I've always wanted to do. But you need money for this stuff. Like if I was born into some billionaire's family, yes, you can tell by my house that I'm, not a billionaire, unfortunately, But the thing is, if I was a billionaire's son and I said, I want to go to Nauru, the Nauruan government would say, oh, that's a wonderful thing. They'd love you, I've known people who actually from extremely well-off families, and whatever they want to do in life, people just bend over backwards for them. Politicians will suck up to you, by the way. I used to go to a lot of political events, and I've seen firsthand that if you're from a really rich family, politicians will actually talk to you differently. I've seen this firsthand. I've been at the table while this is happening, so I've seen this firsthand. People know, because what happens is in circles people talk, and if you're the son of this, because I know someone who's the son of a big business person in Australia, and people talk to him so differently. It's incredible. And because you've grown up around wealth, you can have the conversations in that group, and it makes sense. Where if you haven't grown up around wealth, the conversations are a bit different, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm digressing again. Life is simply just about money. No matter what you want. Say if you want to just have, let's just say the generic sort of, people want to have a family and children. I know a lot of people don't want to have children, but just say you want to have a family and you want to have children, right? Guess what? You need money for that. Oh, well, you can theoretically go on welfare. It's almost impossible. And even if you do go on welfare or you do inherit money, it's the more money you have, the better life is. If you want to have a large family, you can do that with a lot of money. If you have millions and millions, billions of dollars, you can have as many children as you want. Or I guess if you're a man or your wife or whoever has the children, as many children as you can have. That's what I'm trying to say. And some men might even have multiple wives. Who knows? But the point is, when you have money, you can do all sorts of things. And that's the thing. It's not like money cures everything. There are some people, some women can't have children because they're, unable to have physical children. But then being poor wouldn't cure that either. It's the thing people don't understand. Money doesn't cure cancer. Well, here's the thing. You can put research into cancer research and that might help. But here's the thing. Being poor doesn't help you either. I don't get this. Oh, people always say to me but money can't fix a broken heart. I'm like, you have no idea. I have a rich friend. This is a long time ago this happened. I have a rich friend that I know. He's born into his family owned oil overseas. They're incredibly wealthy. And his girlfriend broke up with him and he was really devastated. And he told me, I'm just going to fly to Fiji. His father had a private jet. He flew to Fiji. And he went jet skiing, I think, for 2 weeks or something. And he came back and he was like, oh yeah, I forgot about it. It's crazy. He said to me, his actual words to me were, I don't know how non-rich people get over breakups. So I think he used the word normal people. He goes, I don't know how normal people get over breakups. He said this to me. I remember the conversation. It was he said, if I was poor, I'd be thinking about my girlfriend that left me. Because I'm rich, I fly overseas. I happen to have met a lot of these people in my life and I've had some very interesting discussions with them. And some of them are very affected by money. I can't believe I was born into money. I don't know what to do. Will I ever live up to the family name? And other people don't give a fuck and they just fly around the world and have the great time of their life. Proving my point, money is everything in this world. Pretty much whatever you like. So even, let's just say hypothetically, you really want to be a doctor. Being a doctor is what makes you happy. And if that's what makes you happy, fantastic, okay? The problem is, if you have a lot of money, you can still be a doctor. There's no law that says, well, actually, after you have $1 million or $5 million or $10 billion, you have to stop working. You can keep working. But then people say, I've heard people say this to me, well, I wouldn't work if I had $1 million. Well, then you don't really like your job, do you? I think some teacher said this to me once. Actually, I had a teacher say to me once, oh, well, if I won the lottery, I would still go to work, but I wouldn't have the pressure of work. I thought, that's very interesting. That does prove my point. You'd still go to work, so you obviously still love it, but you wouldn't feel the pressure. Pressure, that's a key word, pressure. What makes you feel pressure? money. Because when you go to work, you might like your job, but you need the job to live. It's like, as Noam Chomsky says, free to starve. You're free to starve if you don't work. So it's like, oh, and then there's a lot of pressure. So if you like your job, you're not free just to walk away. You're not free just to leave. Like, it's the financial pressure. If you have a lot of money, there's this person I know, born into a trust fund family. He has his own business now. Before he started his own business, he was obviously, like, he was unemployed for a while because he's, rich, doesn't have to do anything. But when he was younger, like before university, he actually worked a couple of, like, I think it was like a car shop. I don't know, he worked a couple of like normal jobs or something just to, like, I don't know, get some work. I don't know why he did it. I think his mother made him do it. But when he was like in high school, he worked a few normal jobs, and he did not care. I used to like go and visit him at his workplace. He was so, like, you have no idea. He did not care. I used to visit him. It's like this race car place he used to work at. I have no idea. It was obviously a rich guy, loves cars. He worked at some car place, like as just a retail person. I can't remember what it was. I used to visit him there. He was like in this place in Sydney. I used to visit him. And he was just messing around, laughing. Everyone respected him. Oh, everyone respected him because he's the son of this big person in Australia. So, and he just did not care. But great guy, by the way. I absolutely love this guy. But it's just, he didn't care. He did not care. Like nothing. I know another guy from high school. He had a family. His family owned an insane amount of luxury cars. It was part of their business. And this guy was so cool. Like, he did not care about, he basically didn't do very well at school. He didn't care. It was hilarious. Ha ha ha, school doesn't matter. I can do what I want. Life is about money. When you have money, see, when you're poor, you have to think, oh, if I fail school, what am I going to do? Am I going to be a tradesman? Am I going to university? Like, job? Should I get a job? For me, I remember thinking, should I get a job? Should I go to university? Like, it was all just, like, rich people don't have to deal with this crap. Life is literally about money. Even relationships. My girlfriend literally left me. You know why she left me? Because I wasn't making, I basically was, unable to make money. Which is, true. Well, she actually was insanely in love with me. Like, it was actually such a really sad breakup because she wanted to be with me, but she just, my career prospects weren't very good, and she wanted to like have babies and stuff, and I wasn't really making any money, and it was just, I thought, my friend who has money, he doesn't have to think about this shit. His girlfriend, oh my. It's not even like, okay, so his girlfriend doesn't even care about money. She's a very like down to earth woman, to be honest. But his girlfriend, she never has to think I'm going to be poor, Even though I know the girlfriend because I introduced them, so I know the girlfriend of this rich man, and like she doesn't care about money. Like she's not impressed by the boats and stuff. But the thing is, she also knows she'll never have to be poor, and it's like, it's just money fixes. Even if you have a health condition, you can get the best care. I've seen people I know that had to have like surgery and stuff, and I've been to like private hospitals, and public hospitals and private hospitals, completely different. The medical care you get when you're rich is just completely different. Like I don't know how people, it blows my mind that people don't understand this. Like if someone's watching this, please, like, do you understand this? Money is literally everything. Say you bought Bitcoin in 2009, then suddenly you're like, a human deity. You are just like a god. You are just, oh wow, you're rich. Like you could be nobody, and then you have a whole bunch of money, and then suddenly you're amazing. Like this whole world is dictated by money, particularly for being a man, particularly. But it doesn't matter if you're a woman, a man, doesn't matter. Whatever you are, having money is good for anybody. Money is awesome. It just buys everything. I went to this guy's mansion once, and it was like, I think it was worth 20 million. I'm not actually sure the precise amount, how much it was worth, but it was one of those really big ones in Sydney Harbour. And he had like professional noise proofing people. They come in and they seal up all the walls. I'm not actually sure how the technology works, but he had the walls like sealed up. So we did this experiment. We blasted some music like downstairs, then we went upstairs and you couldn't hear a thing. Incredible. This is what rich people do. They make everything noise proof. They just have political connections. They just, it's like you don't understand. They live in a different world, and money buys this. You see, if I'm looking this way because I got some loud-ish neighbors, and like, if you have a lot of money, you don't have to deal with that crap. You buy a nice big house that's isolated, or if it does have other people nearby, we've all got noise proofing. It's like, I don't understand how people can't understand how money buys everything. It buys 99.9% of things. You can travel the world. Like if you have money, you can go to any country you want. You can say, hey, I want to go there, and you can pretty much just go there. Like when you have money, people suck up to you. They want you. They like you. When you have no money, people do not like you. That's my experience, because I've experienced both the ups and downs in life. So I've seen how people treat you differently, and it really makes me realize life is a stupid game based around money. And like money is the cheat code. It's like I don't really play games, but like a lot of games, you have, I assume, power-ups and things, and that type of stuff. That's what money is. Money is that. Like, 'cause if you just have money, you can spend every single waking hour doing exactly what you want. You want to be a dancer. I'll give you an example. You hear about those Russian oligarchs, right, who have billions and billions of dollars, right, as an example. What do the sons and daughters often do? Oh, the daughters often become ice skaters or gymnasts, and the men often do like, I don't know, they just do like anything they want. This is the point. I don't even have to list anything. They just do whatever they want. They literally do whatever makes them happy. You don't have to think about, oh, well, I've got to pay bills. Life is on easy mode when you're wealthy. People like you. And it's not like money buys love because, it can go, I understand, I have a friend I know and he was really worried about being taken advantage of due to money. But the thing is, people still like you. Like, you have a fun life when you're wealthy. You go around the world doing fun stuff. It's only natural you're going to find a nice person to be with if that's what you want. And you've always got options when you're wealthy. People always want to be around you. People always want to hang out with you. I've seen this. Like, people always want to know you. Or, women, if you're a man, people want to date you, and even if they don't know you're wealthy, you just exude confidence and life is all about money. And it's so obvious to me, and I cannot stand when people pretend life isn't about money. They go, no, life's about playing music. Okay, if you have $1 billion, you can still play music. Like, no, it's about like, I don't know, going outside for a walk. Well, then you can go outside for a walk when you have a lot of money. It's like, you can go scuba diving. You can do all sorts of crazy stuff. Like, I understand why people become extremely rich. It's logical to become rich in this world. People say, oh, no. It makes sense in this horrible, wicked world where everything's competitive and mean. I mean, look, trying to start a business is absolutely brutal. I have failed in businesses. It is not fun to start a business. Being poor is not fun. Failing is not fun. Being rich and not having to do anything is amazing. And these people, that's the thing. Even if they do stuff, they're doing it with no pressure. I know someone who's born into a very wealthy family, and this person literally, I'm not even kidding, I don't want to say who this person is, but this person actually has like paid acting things in America. There's actually like a film, and I'm not going to say the name, but you could Google this person's name, and they're in this movie. And the thing is, because I know who this person is, I know this person's born into a really rich family, but nobody publicly knows this. Like, this person's just listed as an actor on this movie. But if you didn't know who this person was related to, this person's related to like a big person. And it just proves my point. Money buys everything. Like, if you're poor, trying to become an actor is very, very difficult. It's hard when you have no energy because you're poor and you're working and you have to deal with I haven't even touched on jobs. Oh, jobs are so depressing. A job interview, why do you want to work? I want to work here because I want to serve the working masses and make flowers bloom on a rock. Oh, it's my desire to... No, I don't want this. I just want the money. Money. It's all I care about. Money. You know why I care about money? Because money buys life itself. I don't make the rules. I don't want to be living in a world that's so, how do I say this? I don't want this world to be so cruel. Like, I wish life was a nice breeze and we're all happy. I want everyone to be happy. The truth be told, money is what makes things possible. Anything you want to do, you want to drive a car, costs money. You want to get a motorbike, costs money. You want to fly something, everything costs money. People don't get this. They just don't get this. What is so hard to understand about, like, how do people not understand this? It blows my mind. It really blows my mind. You just work for some stupid paycheck and then inflation kills it. And then the rich own assets. They're getting richer and richer and richer while working. Oh, well, that's kind of funny. My phone just fell off. Maybe that's a cue that I should either change my angle or I should stop recording. But I don't script these videos at all, by the way. Where's the camera? I think it's here. I don't script these videos at all, to be honest. And I know, but the thing is, essentially money is everything in this world. And I don't understand personally how you can go through life and not think, unless you've been born into a fortune and that's all you know and you just take it for granted, then maybe that might make sense. But if you've lived a relatively normal life, how can you not just need money? Because even if you're happy, money buys you holiday. If you have children, you can take them on holiday. You can take your kids skiing, and I just don't get how people can't be. Money to me is the most logical thing in the world because money is power at the end of the day. The joke I used to always make to people when I was younger, having this conversation, I would say, if I told you to climb a tree right now, you'd say, unless you love climbing trees, oh, I don't want to climb the tree. But if I told you, I've put $10,000 at the top of that tree, climb now. You jump, you push people aside to get to the top, right? Money is everything. People compete for scraps just to get a little bit of money. It's very depressing. And the rich know this and that's why they become rich. But yeah, I hope my video has made sense, and see if we can see my dog. Oh, he's not there. But anyway, I hope this video made sense, and thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.